Hey, hey, real everyday trader. All right. Good morning. Just had my run today. Remember, trading is not just about looking at charts. You've got to have some balance in your life. Um, you got to find the things that you enjoy doing and continue to do them. Don't be consumed by just trading. You've got to find a balance. Okay, so let's start looking at today's watch list. Aussie, Canadian. Is there anything on the daily bias? Right now, don't see anything obvious. Yeah, I don't trade stuff like that. Just don't see anything special yet. Just move on to Aussie Swiss. Okay, Aussie Swiss looks a bit better because of a few things. One is we've got this looks like it's gonna trigger the buy, the arrow. I mean, we need to wait for the close of the day, but looks like there is a high chance this will close above. This is looking okay for now. Got this swing here, so this one has made a higher swing, made a higher high, sorry. So we want this to pull back slightly, and let's take it back up. So yes, let's watch this one. Let's see how far this thing pulls back, if at all. We'll set an alert, and we'll come back to it later. We would have to wait for a few bars to see if there's a little consolidation pullback. And yeah, I'm not playing the breakout right now. That's something I'm not gonna do. So yes, let's look at this one here. It's gonna close above the monthly level here, so could be a decent trade. Aussie yen. Yeah, just see this wedge shape on the daily chart. There's no direction right now. There's no daily bias that I see, so no trade here. Aussie, New Zealand dollar. Anything on the daily charts? This like a bullish kind of engulfing bar. We've got this pullback here, but it's not a clean price action, so I don't want to take this. Let's go on. Okay, so this was a trade I took yesterday. I took a long here. I got kicked out. I didn't re-enter. Price did finally come back up, but that's the way trading is. You never know. So that's a 1 hour loss for me. Sorry, let me just leave it up there so that I will put it in my journal later for yesterday's trade. I closed it out here. So let's see, is there any trade going forward? Yeah, the right entry would have been still yesterday to re-enter around here. So let me just reduce. You could re-enter here, because if you took this, right, either this one or this one, and back up. So I went in a bit earlier, got caught out. So right now, no more trades for me, at least. It's done what it needs to do. Let's take a look at the next one. Canadian, Swiss franc. On the daily, is there anything on the daily charts? They try to break down, back up. So yeah, this looks more and more like some more upside is to come. So let's see if it comes back down here, some sort of a bounce. And yeah, so we could watch this as well. Don't know how this would turn out, but let's just set an alert and we'll come back to it later. Canadian yen, so this one has just been grinding. Yesterday is a narrow range bar, and you can see there is some sort of a balance in the market where you've got these three bars here. Let me just get that. These three daily bars forming some sort of what is known as a triangle, or not breaking out the range. So yeah, this Canadian yen has just been pretty bullish. So will it continue to move some more on the upside? Maybe. There is the next level here, so there is still some more upside, but I'm not gonna take the upside, but I do want to set an alert there and here. These are nice areas to break out from, so we'll just take a note. Swiss yen, yeah, so the divergence here, right? So higher high on price, but lower high on the oscillator. So some sort of a divergence. Yeah, might be already done. The divergence might, the trade might already be dead. So I don't know. Yeah, we could still play this, the back up somewhere here and down. So let's just set an alert. We'll come back to it as usual. What I'll do is I'll just set a trend line. This is premature, by the way, so but I'm just setting it there so that I do get alerted when it does happen. So let me just write it down. I do want to track this trade. Let me go back to this one, and yeah, this one. I'm just noting down on my trading sheet. I have a physical piece of paper to write down my trades that I'm watching out for. Let me just fill in my Aussie Swiss. Okay, so let's go to Euro, Aussie dollar on the daily. Yeah, we see the level there. See this monthly level. It's trying to break 1, 2, 3 tries. There's still no lower low, so there's really nothing I want to do right now. Next, let's remove that. Euro Canadian dollar, let's see what we have on the Euro Canadian. Yeah, this is punch back down, try to hit back up, and this line, this monthly line. So it's still pretty much down. Yeah. Pulling it further back. Yeah, this thing has moved down. We're waiting for the correction upwards, the reversal upwards. But no, there is no reversal trade, so not yet at least. So I'm not gonna trade this. Euro Swiss. It's just too close to this level. You can see so much traffic here. It's not something I want to trade, so let's ignore this. Euro, British pound. Yeah, this looks like it wants to go down. You got to push down, to pull back, and now it wants to go lower. Yeah, but I don't want to take it like that. I don't like it like that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna see if it will come back up and then maybe down, something like that. So yeah, I do want to watch this. Let's see how it goes. If it hits, it hits. If it doesn't hit, we'll still check back later. Euro yen. We got doji on the daily. This has also been pushing up, like the Canadian yen. It's not really any nice trade here. So next, Euro New Zealand. What do you guys think? Right? Look at that. I mean, you could trade this, but you're just taking random shots. You're just taking shots from the hip if you trade this. There is no edge here, so let's not waste our time. Euro dollar, we've got the wide range, not super wide. Alright, you got it down, back, and what do they call this? Shooting star or something like that. So yeah, so we got the narrow range. It's trying to break up. So somewhat bullish, but I don't know how much more upside potential this has, right? I mean, we all need the risk reward ratio to work in our favor. Otherwise, you're not gonna win in the long run. So right now, no, I don't want to trade this. There was a trade yesterday, though. I mean, this, I think I highlighted it on the watch list yesterday. We got this pullback and then the upside. So yeah, you would have entered here. Here will be perfect. Here a bit late, but you still got some, and then it came back down. So yeah, this trade might be done already. So let's not hop on it. I don't see anything worth trading other than the upside, which I don't like. Pound Aussie, yeah, this was also a trade potentially that I was looking at. Let me clear that out. Yeah, but now it's just, price is just grinding, consolidating over here. On the daily, there is some level here, but this looks like it wants to go up some more. Yeah, but no really nice entry point for this. There's no point in taking this in my view. So let's take a look at the next one to see if there's anything else. Okay, so British pound, Canadian dollar. So this one is interesting. We've got 2 consecutive days of narrow range trading. So in my view, this is getting ready to have some range expansion. Yeah, meaning price should, or it's ready to move in one direction or the other. We've got the 3, 1, 2, 3. These 3 bars are forming a balance in the market. It's a balance. It's not a range. Balance means, you know, price is just not going anywhere. So let's set the alert for here, above and below, and we'll just mark it as a potential breakout trade, breakout from a range. You can see. Although downside is okay. Still might be enough to get some decent risk reward ratio. So yeah, I was also consider downside. So let's keep our options open. British pound, Swissy, British pound, Swiss franc. Okay, so yeah, we saw this trade as well. It's a push up on the day. We got it up and then a pullback and then coming back up here. So yesterday could be a potential entry. So right now we could still trade this on the lower time frame. Yeah, but we would have to wait for the pullback and then maybe back up to here or further up. We don't know. So we'll watch this. We'll see. You could use your Fibo if you want to, you know. Some people use Fibo, but yeah, so you could either pull back to even just eyeballing it. Yeah, we're at the 32 level. Right, we can go 50, but hey, let's set it here first, and if it triggers, then we'll see what to do. Okay, other than that, we'll just sit tight and wait. Okay, let's remove this. So this one we obviously have been watching, trying to break down, but no, it just wants to go up. So yeah, it looks like the yen is losing a bit of ground because all pairs against the yen are just moving, grinding upside. So let's leave the yen alone for now. British pound, New Zealand dollar. Yeah, there was a risky pullback trade yesterday as well. I think I highlighted it on my watch list. You got to push up, the pullback to this level here, and then the push back up. So now this trade is done because we didn't catch that. So don't think there's anything worth catching now, today. British pound, US dollar. Similarly, right, the other day we had to pull back to this level here. So this is done. It's just grinding on the smaller time frame. So if you are playing the daily charts, good for you. You would have been staying in this trade. Maybe till now you could take your profit, but yeah, so it's right now, it's right at this monthly level. So I wouldn't do anything right now. Just have to wait. There's no trade left for today. New Zealand, Canadian dollar, New Zealand CAD. On the daily charts, it's just down, back up, down. So the move is done. So yesterday, this was the trade, right? I mean, I highlighted this trade as well. So you got to push right down, then up, then down because of this level, right? Because of this. You're playing this level. So yesterday was the trade down. So now it's moved down. Oops, let me get rid of that. Now that this is done, well, we'll just sit back, relax, and wait for the next trade. Right, so the only viable trade will be if this move down, some sort of failure test, and back up. Other than that, I don't want to trade at this level. New Zealand Swiss franc. Yeah, I don't want to trade this at all. Just looking at the daily charts. Right. Every bar is just covering one another. So unless you're trading the smaller time frame, you might be able to see you might be able to catch these swings within the day. But that's not what I do, so I'm just gonna sit out. New Zealand yen, is there anything on the day? Look at that. No, it's just being squashed in right now. We got this and we've got this, so yeah, it's just narrowing. So on a daily time frame, I wouldn't trade this. It's nothing to trade. So let's leave it. Looks like we're not trading the yen pairs. Huh. New Zealand dollar. Yeah, for me, I just don't have an edge trading this kind of price action, so I'm not gonna trade it. Yeah. Yeah. It's in the middle of the range. It's in the middle of the range. It's in the middle of nowhere. You're just taking random shots if you're gonna trade this. So no. US dollar Canadian. Okay, straight away something interesting. We could trade the divergence here on the oscillator, right? It's already made a lower low. Price never made a lower low. So what can we do? What should we do? Flag it is interesting. I'm just gonna draw a line to catch this level here. Let's see if it comes back up. Even if it goes or continues to go down, then there's no trade. We'll just keep shifting this level lower and lower as it goes until it triggers and we see if we want to trade that level. So that's how I do it. That's how I do stuff. Not rocket science. It's supposed to be simple, but yeah, trading is not easy, but should be simple. US dollar Swiss. We got a narrow range trading day yesterday. Narrow range, but a little slight push up. No divergence because they make a lower low here, so we can't trade the divergence. We don't really want to trade the divergence, so it looks like this one is kind of slightly dead in the water as well. We'll just leave it. US dollar yen. US dollar yen, there's this channel that I see, this little flag, whatever you call it. Not gonna do anything until it breaks out or something else happens. There's no edge on the daily chart. Got a push up, made a slightly higher high, slightly, so one up, another push up maybe, but we've got to wait. This thing is still in a downtrend, still not ready to move back up yet, so we'll just leave it as it is. We'll come back to it later. Okay, so let's look at indices. The S&P, nice flag here. You could entry was kind of like last night 4 a.m. or 6 a.m. this morning. Yeah, small risk reward here. So the thing about taking this is your RR might not be fantastic. Right, but I don't know. Might be worth it, might not. On the bigger picture though, on the daily, I see only this. Right? I mean, that's what I see. Doesn't mean that's gonna happen. So we'll just watch out. Nasdaq got the push, a pullback, right? We call this the NP, right? We got a downtrend and this makes a new higher swing. So that was the pullback, so similar. That would have been entry, and maybe you might still be in the trade if you wanted to get your 1R. I could set alert here. If it comes back out to test it, maybe I might enter. It's quite common for it to pull back one more time. You could even like do a mini pullback and back up again. We don't know. So I'll just set alert and we'll see. So let's go back. Let's go to Dow. Dow is narrow range and an inside bar. Narrow range and inside bar just means that price has just stalled and contracted, so we only waiting to see if there's some more upside to this or back down again, right? I mean, similar, we got this big move down, so this could be the pullback of this bigger day move. We don't know. Yeah, right now there is this slight divergence if this makes a higher high, so let's just set somewhere here. I want to be alerted if it makes a higher high, then I can play the divergence, you know. Could be a little fake out to the top and come back down, so let's just I'll just leave it as it is. Let's go the Esx Aussie. So I had a trade yesterday. I took this trade. I didn't exit the trade. I should have exited the trade, but I didn't. I was trying to be greedy. I was trying to target lower. I actually had about 1.3R profit, but I left it overnight. I moved my stop loss back down here, so I was a no loss trade. So in the end I got closed out with a small profit. It's okay, you know, I was just trying to target a bit lower, but it didn't happen, so I don't see a trade anymore today. I just don't want to trade this anymore. Nikkei, I don't want to trade stuff like that on the daily chart, especially on the daily chart. It's just one up, one down, one up. How do you trade this, right? I mean, you can get lucky trading this, or you could lose your pants trading this. So yep, not gonna trade this, not anymore, not now at least. Yeah, so this was the trade I highlighted that we could potentially take. Didn't take it. Wasn't already another trade, so don't overexpose myself. So for today, for the FTSE, yeah, the move is again done. The trade was yesterday, so today is just like continuation. I don't see a trade here for today that I will make. Let's look at US dollar WTI crude. On the daily, it's just competing at this level. It's just up, back down, and back up, and back down, and then back up again. Yeah, this time this looks stronger. Looks like it just wants to go a bit higher. Is there any nice place for entry? Yesterday I was looking at this trade. I was trying to play the pullback, but again, I'm not a fan of this kind of price action where what do you do, right? I mean, yeah, you can enter here, but your stop loss would have been ginormous, so no trade. Everything is about risk and reward, you know. Even if you see the trade, sometimes there is just not enough risk reward to take the trade, so why take it? Is there any trade coming up? This is super tough. This is just pushing upward. Yeah, I don't know if I'll play the down. Right, number you got 1 and then come down and then you hit back up and then back down. Will this come back down? I don't know. I'll just watch it. Here's what I'll do. We'll just set an alert anyway. Okay, low of high price, sell. It's just an alert, doesn't mean I'll sell, but it's just an alert, so I'll just watch it. Okay, let's look at silver. Ooh. This was the pullback and the pushback up. So yeah, based on my entry technique, I would not have caught a lot of this. Why? Because the bars that I had to enter on were huge. Look at that. This. Again, I don't enter a buy trade when the candle closes down. I never do that. I don't ever do a buy trade like that. It's not part of strategy. So I have to enter on the close of a bar, which meant an entry here and here, which were poor entry positions. So I'd rather not take it. That's the way it is. You just have to wait for the right patterns for your trade. Even if it looked good, it still didn't make any sense. So no, I'm not gonna trade this anymore. Anything on the daily is just gonna go up. Yeah, once it's like that, I don't think I can see any trade. Not that I see. Likewise, look at that, the pullback and then up. So you would have to enter here. I would have to enter here, and there was no real pullback here. And this was the pullback. But again, although this was a nice level, you can see that's not what I do. I don't just wait to pull back and enter. That's not how I trade. Some people do that, and this trade would have worked out nicely for them and good for them. Sometimes it won't work for them. So pick your poison and stick with it. Okay, so for gold, there is some level here. You see there's a previous high level here. So it might start to stall a bit. Had the sell signal which failed. So this is really good, because if the sell is triggered again, I would enter for the downside. Low of high price, sell. Okay, so that's it. We've set our alerts in. I set my lines in. What we do is we'll just wait, and yeah, just remember to live a balanced life. Don't let looking at charts consume your time. It's not healthy. And we'll check back in soon. All right, take care. Cheers.